Hi, namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh, and we meet every Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US, to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Hindi University. Or you can also go to our web page, which is basically Hindi University. Give me just 1 minute. Uh, which is hindiuniversity.org, and find out all the details about how you can join the Sunday classes as well as the practice sessions. Okay. On the screen, I share a little bit of information about HU for if you're joining for the very first time. And here you go. So if you want to really join the Sunday classes, all you need to do is use the Zoom link, and all you need a little bit of a decent Wi-Fi connection, and you can join the classes. So either use the Zoom link or you can use the meeting ID. I use this WhatsApp link that I share for enrollment purposes. So we do have a private WhatsApp community as well. So once I get to know you a little bit, that you're a genuine learner, we'll onboard you into the right platform. And if you scan this one, you'll get to the right inside the barcode. You will get to be part of the WhatsApp group. Okay. As you know, this year we've been following two books. Pingu Learns Hindi, which is the book by Hindi University, and the second one is the Primer of the Modern Standard Hindi, which by Professor Michael Shapiro. And I'm following the structure from the Michael Shapiro book, but a lot of examples are our own basically. So that way you get to, because this book covers a lot of the topics in just condensed in one chapter. So the goal is to kind of dig deeper and learn all of those concepts pretty comprehensively. So last 5-6 classes we spent on the past indefinite tense, which is considered one of the very tough topic, right? And so we tried to break it down significantly. My goal for this class is to keep it a little bit of a light topic and try to use that topic with the past indefinite tense, right? So the goal for this class is to cover numbers in Hindi. Okay, and it's a kind of a fun topic, light, but at the same time, if you know it well, you can really blend it with a lot of grammar concepts that we have. Okay, and typically for any language, when we talk about the numbers, you'll cover them. I'm not gonna help you memorize it, that part. I encourage all of you to do that, but like for example, you can really categorize into three different. 1 minute. So one is like, you look at the numbers just like the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, and then look at some of the most known numbers, which are like, in tens. So tens, 20s, 50s, and then 100, thousands, right? So that's one way to look at it. Second category of is like you will look at one as first, second, third. Similarly, like, you can go 100 or 1000, right? So we'll learn how to say these numbers, how to say this one, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. And the third one is when you talk about the groups. So think of it as like group of one, group of two, group of three, right? So if you have a group of two in English, you will say like, you'll say both, right? And if you have a group of three, you'll say all three. Okay, and similarly, all of them. So the goal of this class is to go systematically through all of them and help them use them into sentences. Okay, and pretty much across any language you use, you will learn in a similar fashion. So with that being said, I'm going to share my screen again, and as always the classes are interactive, so feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions you may have. Okay, so let's get started. The first one, as I said, is basically, are known as cardinal numbers, where we talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, right? I mean, those are cardinal numbers. The second category that we talk about is your ordinal numbers. Okay, I'll be giving you a lot of examples so that will help you remember some of it, but it will still require a lot of practice on your own. And the third one that we'll be covering are called aggregates. Yeah. So cardinal number, ordinal number, and aggregates. Um, so let's start with your first cardinal numbers, and then we will sort of like build on top of it. Okay, let's talk about cardinal numbers. So, a little bit of a warm up. Jackie ji, you want to quickly tell me about some cardinal numbers that you already know?
Okay, I know 1 to 10,
Mm-hmm.
11 to 20. Oh, do you want me to say them? Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wonderful, right? And then after that, what did you do? Like, how did you learn all of them, or how did you sort of build on top of it?
11 to 20 is a little bit sketchy. Some I know and some I get wrong. And then beyond that, I just know some 10s. But then it's hard. I find that hard. Yeah.
So 20 would be?
20 is Ikis. No, it isn't. No, that's 21. It's Bees.
Base, okay. 50 would be?
Yeah. Well, it's either Pachas or Pachas.
Pachas, very good. Amazing. Pachas. 100 is?
So.
So wonderful. Okay. And after that 100, what did you sort of?
200, 300 is okay. Do, sor, teen, so. And then Hazar is 1,000.
Okay, wonderful.
And then it gets tricky with lakh.
Yeah. What is that? What is so?
Might be 100,000.
Very good, right? So lakh is your 100,000. Like in the US, like the you usually go in the millions, right? I mean, so 1 billion is, so this is like 5 zeros, and in here is mostly like 1,000, like million, right? So anyway, 1 million is nothing but 10 lakhs, right? So lakh is, the most common one, or lakh is how they say it in Hindi. Okay, okay, wonderful. Let's look at some more interesting numbers.
Is there also a core or another high number? Core?
Yeah, let's do that. So I plan to kind of spend some more time on this one, right? So, why don't you start, Josh G? Which of those, how did you, are you familiar with some numbers?
Just the 1 through 10.
1 to 10, okay. After that, no? Which one would be interesting to you after, let's say, 100?
Would be 101.
101, okay, okay. So, some of the basics one, as as Jackie G mentioned, like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really want all of you to, if you're not familiar with it, start with only 1 to 10. Okay. Then, as she said, go with the tens. Like, so if you know 10, then you go 20, 30, okay, and then basically all the tens. Till you get to sort of 100, which is nothing but saw. And that is saw. And just like, you have 100 plus 1, 101, in Hindi it would be 100 would be, you already know it's ek saw, and what is 1 is?
X.
Yeah, so what is 101?
XX.
Yeah, there you go, XOA. Okay, 101. So you will, this part, the memorization part, I'll give you some tricks. I'll use them in different examples so you get used to it. But, I still expect all of you to do some memorization, because numbers are sort of important and you will use them in different areas. And especially one good way to do is like start remembering all the important dates, and that will help you as well, right? For example, if you're asking about someone's date of birth, that is another way for you to remember, like, oh, 1-3 is Terah, okay, 2-3 is Teis, okay. 1 to 10 will be easier, but after that, the best, one of the reasonable ways to think about important dates that you want to remember, because you will tend to repeat those. and that way you will remember, right, that these are the dates. Okay. And Michael G, what about you? How are you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Good, good. How, what was the trick that you used to remember, the numbers, the cardinal numbers?
Um, I don't know if there's a trick for everything, but for the multiples of 10, a lot of them end in "is." Not all of them, but some of them end in "is," and that's helpful. Like bis, tis, chalis. But then you have, as Jackie said, panchas,
Mm,
and then there's sat and sattar and asi and nabbe, and those are different. So I don't really have a trick for memorizing them.
okay. But how did you, like, you were memorizing it, in a sequence, or what was your sort of like first approach in learning the them?
First ascending, and then afterwards trying to descend and do it going backwards.
I see. So from
Going
1 to
backwards is
20,
not easy.
like 1 to 20 and then going back,
That
or
1 to 20 and then 20 to 1.
I see. Wonderful. Okay. Anyone else who would like to share their thoughts?
Asuji, I had something, not exactly a trick, but something that I found useful. Tom Mullins told me, he said, if you can learn to count to 12, you can tell time.
Very good. Very good. Right. So definitely, right? I mean, that's like if you, and then very good. Anything else that you mentioned?
No, that was about it.
Wonderful.
Numbers are very hard for me. I don't know why, but numbers are just difficult.
Which one? Not spend time on it. Which one? Like, to remember it, or to
Getting
do.
11 and 12 and 13 up to 20 is I don't know why. 1 to 10 is okay. But
Okay.
after 10, they just get so strange. There doesn't seem to be any pattern to them.
Yeah. So we'll take a lot of examples. I mean, that's a good input, right? So I'll take some examples of those as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna give you the sort of a cheat sheet in front of you. So imagine you have these cardinal numbers in front of you. I wrote them in English, your Romanagri and Devanagari. Okay. I expect you to remember some vocabulary for the words or the nouns, and if you do not, you can use the formula. Okay, so we'll start with simple. Let's say you have one book. Unaji, it's easy probably for you, but what is one book in Hindi then?
एक किताब
Very good, right? Ek kitab. Book is kitab. Okay, keep going. Two apples.
दो सेब
Dose. Apple is seb, seb. Plural is also same, but if it is two, you will use this two and say dose. Okay, keep going. Three.
तीन people log or admi
Yeah, correct, right? You can say teen
uh-huh.
aadmi, or I'm gonna write it down. So you can say teen aadmi. Teen, if you spell it, it almost looks like teen, but it's teen.
teen
Teen aadmi, or you can say log as well. Okay, teen aadmi or teen log. Same thing if it is three women, it would be,
तीन औरत
okay, plural would be,
औरतें no
yeah, this is correct, orte.
औरतें okay
Okay, awesome. Josh, next with you. Four friends.
Char dos.
Yeah, very good, right? In the 70s, there was a movie, it's a very famous movie. The older version of the Friends was used, which is, Friends are also known as like Yar. Okay, so that would be,
Char yar.
yeah, there you go. And if you look up on YouTube, there's a very famous song that will show up. And this is just like, the guy in his probably late 20s, 30s, like, he has a drinking habits, right? And he's like, wherever I get my 4 years, char people, it's, I'm good enough, I'm happy there, I'm content. So, anyway, going back to this one, 5 days. Okay, Bill G, what is 5 days?
Punch, punch samai? No. Days, I
Days.
don't know. Days. Oh, Panchaj.
What is night? What is night? Night. It's just like you have a day and night.
Rat.
Yeah. Okay. Now think about day. What is day?
Me.
Din. Din.
Deal. Ah,
Yeah. So it will be 5 days will be
punch deal.
5 din. Very good, right? 5 din. Okay. Awesome. Let's keep going. Try 10 rupees.
That's rupai.
Yeah. Very good. 10 rupaye. Okay. Okay. Triangle, why don't you try now? 11 instead of 10 rupees, you had 11 rupees.
हिंदी में 11 कैसे है?
There you go. Right. So 11 is your 11. So think of it as 11.
Yeah.
And colloquially, people will not say that. People will just say 11. That's how they'll say it, but it's 11.
11.
Colloquially, people will just say 11.
11.
Yeah. So what is 11 rupees then?
11 rupees?
Yeah, there you go, 11 rupees. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. Let's keep going. Right, so now make it slightly longer. Okay, and if one of the co-hosts can help me, in case if you see any of the background noise, you can help me. Okay, so now there is one house. Simple, but we are just trying to use cardinal number. Mitaji, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
You want to try this one? Simple for you?
There is one house. Ye ek makan hai.
Okay, wonderful. Do the second one also. There are 2 boys.
Ye do ladke hai.
Okay, there it's you can say wahan 2 ladke hain as well, right? So that will work as well. Any other number, because JDG mentioned that 11 to 20 is harder. Pick any number, pick any noun.
Oh.
Let's say you have 14 hours. 14 hours.
So 14 घंटे.
Very good, right? So hours is your
Ganta.
right? So that's very good, right? Same thing, if you have 15, it would be
15 घंटे.
right? So it's 15 ghante, right? Just 1 minute. Give me just 1 minute. There is, as people join, it is making a sound. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I think I just fixed that. Okay, wonderful. Let's do some more. You have, hopefully if you do a few times, it will kind of help you out. You have 19 buses or cars. JDG, let me ask you yourself, what is 19?
Is it ekbees or something like that?
Okay. I know the trick that you're trying to use, but typically the word before the 20s, there is a sound of un, right? So if you have you have 330, which is tis, right? One before will be untis, right? If you have a word for 40, 40, the number before that would be
Unchalis.
Un. If you have 50, which is 50, 49 would be
Pancha?
un 50. Okay, un. Now, and same thing, you have a 60, which is your Sart. Sart. Okay.
Winsats.
Very good. Unsart. Unsart. Very good. Right. Now 20 is tricky. So 20 is bees.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is one of the first one in this. So 19 would be
Und bees.
no unnis.
Oh.
Yeah. So there are some sort of minor rules, but it's still right. I mean unnis. Okay. Unnis.
Nis.
Now, so you have 19 vehicles. That would be
Und his
Un-
Gardi.
Unnis Guardia. Beautiful.
Unnis
Unnis Guardia. Okay. Plural you're using, so that's why it's Unnis Guardia.
Guardian.
Yeah. Beautiful.
He's Guardian.
Yeah. Unnis Guardia. Okay. Anyone else? I think Saraji just joined as well. Saraji, thanks for joining. We're just going over the numbers. First cardinal, then ordinal, then aggregates. What helped you remember the numbers?
Actually, I'm not very good at them, but
Okay.
I did I think Maraji mentioned that there was a Bollywood song,
Yeah.
Ek Do Teen, and at some point I did learn how to count from 0 to 20 using the melody of the song. So I definitely learned that, and also there's different patterns that you can use. So like all the ones are kind of similar, and all the twos are kind of similar. So you can choose whether you want to learn it as, say, like 1 to 10, 10 to 20, or you can actually go down the column and go 1, 11, 21, 31. So there's different ways, but it might not seem logical at first, but actually there's a couple of patterns that kind of make it logical. It's just not what we're used to. So I think that might be a helpful trick as well.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And so we just did the basics of it, right? And again, it doesn't mean that all of you remember it. Initially, you can use a cheat sheet, but definitely you must remember till 12 first, so you can tell the time. Okay. After that, at least the major numbers, right? I mean, in tens and in hundreds. Okay. After that, the date of birth, which are very important to you, someone's date of birth, or other important dates, right? Okay. What we'll do, we'll keep going and we'll continue to build on top of it. So these were your cardinal numbers. Now let's talk about your ordinal numbers. Okay. So just like we did 1, 2, 3, the ordinal numbers are nothing but you're going first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Okay. The first tens are sort of like, once you remember it, the later ons are basically, as long as you remember how to say the cardinal numbers, you can put suffix next to them and you can learn about them. Okay. So I'm going to erase it. So here you have to still remember, I mean, again, in from 1 to 10 also you will find some of them which has the suffix, not all of them, but after 10 almost all of them will have this suffix va. Okay. So I'm going to ask some of you to read it with me. Sunita ji, what is first? Unmute yourself. What is first?
Pehla,
Very good. Pehla. Okay. What is second?
Dusra,
Yeah, wonderful. What is third?
Tisra,
Okay. Fourth?
Chauta,
Okay. Fifth?
Panchwa.
Very good. Panchwa. So if the first number ordinal number where you see Panchwa, where you will see it's ending with the sound called va. Right? This is a very important one because you will see this pattern in a lot of the numbers, the ordinal numbers. Like 10th will become, if 10 is thus, 10th will become Yes, Sunita?
Daswa.
Very
Daswa.
good. Yeah, very good. And 11 is 11. Okay?
Gyaswa.
So 11 is 11. 11th will become
Gyaraswa.
11. 11. Okay? 11. Yes? 12 is, keep going Sunita ji, 12 is, okay, it's 12. Colloquially, you will see Hindi speakers are saying 12 because they speak fast. They'll just say 12. It's 12.
Bara.
12. This is the right one, but yeah, it's colloquially it's 12. So then 12th will become,
Barwa.
very good, 12. 12. Okay. Now, these numbers, the important one is ordinal numbers are often used as adjectives as well. Okay, they are used as adjective to define anything about the noun, right? And they are just like your adjectives are inflected in Hindi. For example, you say good boy or good girl. Okay, acha ladka and achhi ladki. Like depending on where it is being used, it gets inflected, right? Acha becomes achhi when you're using it with a girl. You know, the ending of these gets inflected as well. Yeah. So I'll give more examples, but let's say you have 12th class. Okay, what is 12th class? Take a guess. What is 12th class? Michael ji, what is 12th class?
So class is Kaksha and 12 is Baravan.
Okay, so
But go ahead.
so it's Kaksha. I'm gonna write it down nicely again. Kaksha. Kaksha is class, or you can just say class itself if you don't know. What is 12th?
Baravan.
Okay, so what is 12th class would be?
I don't know, but
Just put them together.
Baravan Kaksha.
Okay,
Is
but now here's the thing. How do you know class is, you said Baruwa. Okay, what if I tell you this is feminine?
don't tell me that.
Huh?
I said, don't tell me that.
What if it is feminine then?
So, I don't know, Baravani?
Okay, it will be, anyone else? Who would like to take a chance?
Baravi?
Bharvi, very good. Bharvi. Bharvi, which is people often colloquially say Bharvi, but Bharavi Kaksha. Right? So it's just simple. Va for masculine singular. Okay? Ve for masculine plural. And V for feminine singular and plural. Okay, so 12th class is Bahra, you're ending it with V, Baharvi Kaksha. Okay, 12th, let me do another one. 12th, let's say boy, simple one. 12th boy. Someone who's not tried before. Miyaji, what is 12th boy? Beautiful, Barwa Ladka. Okay. I've not done the simple one, we'll do that too. But since I'm on this one, the Va, Vi, and Ve might as well do them. Okay. Let me go back. So again, to repeat, you have first is pehla, dusra, तीसरा, चौथा, पांचवा. Okay, I didn't write all of them, but I expect, I hope you will be memorizing till at least 10th. Yeah, I can write it down. So for first 5 I have written, I'll write down from 6th to 10th as well. So 6th is, what is 6th? 6th is chair. 6 is chair. 6th would be
Cheva.
chata. Very good. Chata. Okay, chata. 7 is Marwaji. 7 is
Sat.
Sat. And 7th would be
Satva.
Satwa. Very good. Okay. There's a movie again, Seventh Sky. What do you think it would call in Hindi? Seventh Sky.
Satva Asman.
Yeah, yeah. In English, you look at cloud 9, right? But like in Hindi, it's slightly different. So like the seventh sky would be Satwa Asman, right? Okay, let's keep going. You have, after 7, you have 8. That would be 8 is Art. 8 would be
Atva.
very good. Artwa. Okay, Artwa. 9 is your No, and 9th would be okay, Mitaji.
Noah.
Nova, very good. Nova. Okay, Nova. Okay, and then 10, I'm not going to write all of them. 10 is Das, and then it would be Daswa. Okay, Daswa. So again, the goal here is really you to encourage everyone to at least use them in the sentences, right? It will be easier for you, right? It'll be easier for you to remember that way. Okay, so let's just take some examples. 4th row. Okay, 4th row. What will be 4th row, Josh, in Hindi? 4th row. Take a guess. You know 4th?
Chatra, row.
4th
I
is
don't know row.
okay. Okay.
Chatra,
So row is
Chatra.
the thing. Row is feminine.
Okay, so chati,
Yeah. There you go. Chauthi. You can just say row, and that's totally
row.
fine.
Chati row.
Yeah, chauthi row. Okay. Saraji, what is row in Hindi?
I was just about to ask, but is it Pankti?
You can say pankti, okay, or you can also. That's a
But
more
that,
formal.
I think there's another word, right? That is
Yeah.
also feminine. So in that sense.
Yeah, it's a more formal one. Pankti is a more formal one. Huh?
Qatar.
One more time.
Qatar.
You probably have to type it because I'm having slight hard time. Qatar. I see what you're saying. Okay, that's also correct. So the word they're using is Qatar, like just like you have a Qatar, like country, but it's Qatar. Okay, that's what was used. Qatar. You can say Qatar. You can say Pankti, which is a more formal one. It's how it is. It's punk. It's pretty much like punk and then tea. Pankti. Right? Let me show you. So you have a Qatar, which is basically you have a K, T, and A in the Qatar, and Pankti. Okay, Pankti. You don't have to memorize these. If it is easier, just say them in English, and that's fine. First thing is to memorize these ordinal numbers.
Ashutosh,
Yes,
sorry, would then Qatar also be feminine or masculine in this case?
it's a feminine. So it will,
Both words. Okay.
yes.
Thanks.
So chauthi Qatar or chauthi Pankti or chauthi row. Okay. let's do fifth street. Street is also feminine. So this would be Anya ji. What is fifth street?
Panchwe Gale.
Panchvi gali. Okay. Or Panchvi sadak. Okay. Somebody write it in the chat also, so you know people can follow it. So either you can say Panchvi street or Panchvi sadak or Panchvi gali. All good. Anya ji, keep going. 10th floor.
Daswa Zamin.
Taswa.
Zamin.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else would like to try? What is 10th floor?
Daswa Manzil.
Manzil.
Yeah, very good. Dasvi manzil.
Dasvi Manzil. Yeah.
So floor is manzil. Manzil is also your destination, right? So you can say Dasvi manzil. Okay. Zameen is ground. That's right. So manzil, Dasvi manzil. Once again, if these nouns are harder right now, you can skip it. You can simply say Daswa floor, and most likely the native speakers you'll be interacting with, they will be using them in English. So most likely they will be saying 10th floor as Daswa floor, because floor is, they pretty much use it as they're using it in Hindi, right? Okay, third anniversary. Don't worry about anniversary being Hindi right now. What is third anniversary? Nandini ji, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Anniversary is Salgra. Third is Tisra, but I'm not sure whether anniversary
Feminine.
is male or female. So,
It's feminine.
Tisri, Salgra.
Salgirah. So third would be
Tisri.
Tisri. That's right. Tisri. Right. So you can say Tisri anniversary, or you can say Tisri Salgirah. Okay. Nandini, keep going. 50th birthday would be.
Oh, Pachas, Janamdin. 50th will be Pachas. I don't know. Pachaswa?
Yeah, that's right. Pachaswa.
Pachaswa Janamdin.
Yeah. Pachaswa Janamdin. Okay. I don't know if you recall, last time we saw this movie called 12th Fail.
Fail.
Yeah. How would you say that in Hindi?
Barahwa. Asal. Something. Fail is. Safal is
You can
success.
say
So
fail.
asafal.
Okay. So 12th fail is feminine.
Oh, okay. Barahvi, asafal.
Okay, so fail, it's still used as fail in Hindi, same as English, fail.
Okay.
Right, so 12th fail, and the movie is they named it aptly, right, because 12th fail is almost considered like a slang in Hindi. So if you want to sort of demonize someone, out of disrespect, you will say 12th fail, that you're not even college graduate, you didn't even go to a college. So to kind of like put someone down, and that's why the movie is named 12th fail, that you failed in 12th, you couldn't even go to a college. Like that's the thing, like if you cannot go to 12th, or if you cannot pass it, you cannot go to the next standard. So 12th fail is Baharvi fail, basically. That's the thing. Any questions so far? I know I'm going slightly slowly, but because we've had some interesting discussions, so don't want to rush as well. Any question? Any other?
I had a question.
Yes.
For like when you said 12th boy and 12th fail, it was va or v, depending on gender. Is there a plural? Is there a they?
Yeah, totally. Let's take an example. Let's take a plural masculine noun.
Well, I couldn't come up with any. I couldn't think of anything. Like
Anyone
12
else?
boys didn't make sense.
Anyone else can think of any important phrases which are ending with "way"?
Could you share whiteboard, please, Ashuji?
Yeah. Anyone can remember the word, you have your the number, and then the suffix would be your way.
Bara.
I'm looking, huh? Okay.
Bara.
Okay, let's say we want to say barwe.
Barve. Yes.
Okay, what is the noun that come to your mind, which is the most common one? Barwe,
Feminine.
masculine, plural.
Masculine plural. Okay. Jumka.
Which one?
Jumka.
Okay, jumka. So the thing is, like, most of them you will come across as like you are using a post position, which will make it like an oblique case. Okay,
Oh.
right? So let's say I will go over that also. I plan to go over that, but like, just like wa and we, or wa and we, if this way male, most of them will actually be used with the as an oblique case, actually, right? Most of them. So let me share my screen again. So actually keep it like this. So 12th boy doesn't have a copy. So let's say you have a simple example of like the 12th boy doesn't have a laptop, let's say. Okay, and this is not the example you're looking for JDG, but why don't we do that? 12th boy would be just 12th boy is 12वां लड़का. Okay, how will you proceed this one? What is the post position that you want to have?
12वें लड़के के पास.
Yes. Okay, so when you want to have like possession, it's के पास. Okay, so for example, if I want to say मेरे पास पेन है, I have a pen. मेरे पास कप है, I have a cup. Okay, if this
That would
guy,
change the others to the oblique. They would be
that's right.
barve lerke.
Yes, so it is just like an adjective, it will become बारहवें लड़के के पास
Laptop है.
लैपटॉप है और लैपटॉप नहीं है. ओके, 12वें लड़के के पास लैपटॉप है. The 12th boy has a laptop. Okay, let's say, in case if some people do not know के पास yet because we're not done, I live on the 12th floor. Okay, Josh, you remember what is to live? What is the verb?
To live.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I know that verb.
Okay,
Shuchi.
रहना or to stay, right?
Rena.
रहना or to stay, both of them. So you want to say I stay would be मैं, present indefinite.
Raha.
Indefinite is
Reha.
you remove the na and you put
And add
ta,
ta.
te or ti.
Okay.
So
Reta.
हूँ, मैं रहता हूँ. Your simple sentence. Now you want to say I live on the 12th floor.
Yeah. Me reta. Me reta hूँ. But me reta.
12th is,
floor.
let me show you.
Barba.
So it would be
Barba. Barava. Floor.
Okay, either you can
I
say
know we went
floor.
over floor just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it's manzil. Manzil and it's feminine. So you can say manzil or you can say floor. Either way is fine. Manzil. So मैं
Okay.
12वीं
Baravi. May Rita Baravi Manzil who?
post position would be on the floor would
Par.
be,
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Per. So put it together, everything.
May Rita Barava Manzil Par who?
Beautiful, right? So you'll say मैं, beautiful. मैं 12वीं
Baravi. Sorry. Okay. Baravi.
मंजिल पे,
Okay.
मैं 12वीं मंजिल पे रहता हूँ. Right? मैं 12वीं मंजिल पे रहता हूँ. Okay? Same thing, Michael ji. I live on the 3rd street.
मैं तीसरी गली रहता हूँ.
मैं तीसरी गली like so तीसरी गली
par में
in
मैं.
yes, मैं तीसरी गली में रहता हूँ. There you go. Okay? मैं तीसरी गली में रहता हूँ. Okay? Good. Let's do some more of these. Una ji, I live on the 15th Avenue.
Ooh. Okay. I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay. Me. So 15. 15th. 15 is Pandrava, and the avenue is feminine. So me Pandravi Avenue par रहती हूँ.
Beautiful. मैं 15वें एवेन्यू पे रहती हूँ.
Yeah. Sorry, pe and par is interchangeable or no?
That's right. They're
Okay.
interchangeable,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So 15वां avenue. Okay. But because it's pay after that, 15वां avenue becomes Pandra
Pandrave.
Avenue.
Sorry, it becomes Pandra.
So,
Pandrave. Pandrave.
right, so
Because
word
it's
is
oblique.
15, 15वां avenue, va becomes way because you are saying pay after that, right?
Because of the, yeah, okay.
मैं
Yeah.
15वें avenue पे
15.
रहती हूँ, right? Any other, let's not make further progress, aggregates I can do in the next class. I want you to get comfortable making simple sentences and adding at least the cardinal and the ordinal numbers. So let's take some more simple examples where we can add like the numbers.
Sorry, Ashutosh, I have a question, please.
Go for it.
I used to listen for Dusre and Tisre, Duja and Tija. This
Yeah.
is another word or just accent like Hazar and Hajar?
Okay, you can say dusra, tisra, duja, tija is also, it's accepted as like, commonly used, numbers. So those are totally acceptable and you can totally use them as well as an ordinal numbers, duja, tija. Yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Let's take Linda ji, how are you doing?
Doing good, thank you.
Let's say you want to say I went to Paris. How will you say that? Simple sentence.
मैं पारिस गई.
Very good. मैं Paris गई. Right? Simple. We just learned past and definite. So I'm glad at least everyone remember it. So you want to say, let's add some numbers on this one. Okay? You want to use ordinal numbers on this one. Okay.
Right.
You want to say, I went to Paris on second Monday. I'm just making it up. Okay. Second Monday.
Wait, is it me tisre sommar में Paris गई.
Okay. Okay. Close. What is second is?
No, wait, no. Dosre.
Yeah.
Dosre sommar में
Okay.
Paris.
Okay. Just second Monday would be दूसरा.
दूसरा सोमवार.
Yeah. दूसरा सोमवार. Okay. Which post position will you use?
Is it मैं और को? दूसरे सोमवार को?
Yeah. Saraji, which one will you use?
I would say go.
Yeah. You will use go. Why go?
Because go is used with dates.
That's right. Because dates, you're using. So say again, finish it up, Linda ji. You are correct on the right track.
मैं दूसरे? No.
Mhm.
सोमवार
Yes.
Paris गई.
Yeah, मैं दूसरे सोमवार को पेरिस गई. Okay, very good. You want to say, I went to on the second Monday, third time. This was your third time to Paris.
Me again.
Yeah, keep going. You only.
मैं दूसरा सोमवार को तेसरा. Is it Patak? Choti? No, that's a different language. I don't remember in Hindi time.
So time, whenever you do the occurrences, it's bar.
So तीसरी बार में or no तीसरी बार.
That's right. तीसरी बार.
मैं दूसरे सोमवार को तीसरी बार पेरिस गई.
Yes, very good, right? मैं दूसरे सोमवार को तीसरी बार पेरिस गई. तीसरी बार पेरिस गई. Right?
Ashuji, I had a question. Isn't dusra also a word for like other or another or something?
That's right. That's right. So some of the, that's absolutely right. You can use it for another as well. Okay.
Okay. So how would you deal with that if you saw that on the, like in that sentence?
So you will get, based on the context will help you. Like, for example, you went to a shop, okay, and you are interested in, what do you buy usually, in India when you go, what typically, when you go to a store, what do you buy?
Chavel.
Huh?
Chavel. Right.
Chawal.
Yes.
Okay, chawal, rice. What else? Tell me something like shirt, pant. Those would be easier.
Oh, okay. In the textbooks, they always buy saris.
Sari is very good, right? So, right. So in the text, let's go with the textbook only. Let's say you go to a shop and they show you sarees. You're like, I want to buy something for Inga, and then like they show you sarees and you don't like it. You will say, show me something else. Okay, so that would be.
Oh.
Right.
Mujhe. I'd use mujhe dusra. Mujhe dusra. Sari dekte hain? No.
So dekhna and dikhana.
Dekhana.
Dikhaiye, right? If you're using imperatives,
दिखाइए.
right?
Dikhaiye.
Dusri sari dikhaiye. Now, in this case, you're not saying show me the second sari. You're saying what you were telling me, like, is it used for alternatives as well? Show me something else.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's how you will use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ashuji, could you just say Dusri Valley or dusra wala.
Yes, you can say that, right? So second one, you can say that also. I mean, you can use it multiple ways, but so that's totally the freedom you have. I know we are short on time, so we will continue this topic. It's very useful. It may sound simple, but I'm realizing it requires more and more practice so that it becomes naturally become part of everyone's sort of sentence structures. Any questions you have, I would use the remaining time to take any questions, etc. The reason being because it can be used across the board for any tense structure. You can use it in past, future, present, anywhere. So it's better that we spend more time on this one. So my homework to all of you would be at least remember the most common numbers, and that will give you a week to and someone can share the song also, like because it is the numbers for the entire month. So 1, 2, 3, right? So I definitely encourage all of you to watch it. It's a cheesy song, but so be it. At least you will remember the numbers, right?
Ashutosh, sorry, can I just ask another one? You
Yes.
said about date of birth. So in English, we would say 15/12/63. Is that how you do it in Hindi, or would you have to say the 19 or the 20 bit?
So the example is, you want to say
15/12/63.
like this,
Yeah.
okay? So you would say, this is, I'm assuming you're saying the month,
Yeah.
right? So you want to say it's 15th of December 1963.
Mm.
You spend more time on it, but this would be
Pundraha?
15, you will just say 15 December.
Oh, Pundraha. Okay, December.
Okay. If you're just saying 15 December, you can say that, but it's just the date itself is 15 December. You will say 19 is 19, and then 1900.
Oh, okay, yeah. 1900.
1963 would be
Something beginning with ch and a tees in it or something.
anyone? What is
I
63?
think teen set. Teen set.
Oh,
37. So you have a
I know concept from songs also. Concept.
Sat.
okay.
It's a longer one, Taresat.
Yeah.
All numbers actually are very hard.
It is hard. You don't have to memorize it, right?
Yeah.
But at least yours ones you can remember it. Like at least that one that it will help you at least remember the pattern. And the easiest one is the date of birth, because we tend to remember the date of birth, right? And it's any questions? I know we are we didn't finish it, but that's okay. It's better to spend more time. But in the next class we'll review again both the cardinal number and ordinal number. Maybe you can take a screenshot so that way you get to do some exercise.
Yes.
So
please.
so what I do is I'm gonna show you. So look at it. Next class we'll do this one. I read books. You should know it. I read 2 books. I read the second book and I read both the books. This will cover your ordinal number, your cardinal number, and aggregates. Okay? Same thing, children drank juice, 3 children drank juice, third children, and all 3. So if you come prepared, at least memorizing some basics, cardinal and ordinal number, it will be easier for us to make sentences and use them into in sentences. Yeah? Right. I know we are right on time, so I'm going to stop the broadcast and I'll take any questions from anyone. So I'm going to stop it.